Hello, welcome to Quiz Time. I'm Jess and I'm here to host a bumper 100 general knowledge questions. So, are you ready? Let's go. In what historical period did Alan Turing live in? Cold War, World War II or Napoleonic Wars? World War II. In chess, how many pawns are there in the fianchetto position? 1, 2 or 3? It's 3. Which of the following is an old Soviet film? Battleship Potemkin, A Trip to the Moon or The Great Train Robbery? Battleship Potemkin. Complete the famous line in No One Will Hear You Scream. Space, room or ocean? In space. What is considered as the first science fiction film? Le Voyage dans la Lune, Le Voyage Impossible or Le Voyage dans la Paris? Le Voyage dans la Lune. In the movie Back to the Future, what is DeLorean? A particle cannon, a time machine or a household name? It's a time machine. In mathematics, what do you call those statements that are assumed true without proof? Corollary, postulate or theorem? Postulate. In what year was Ronald Reagan's presidency ended? 1979, 1989 or 1999? 1989. What does Z mean in zip code? Zoo, zone or Zurich? It's zone. What is the study of woody plants? Dendrology, mycology or entomology? Dendrology. In what field is James Chadwick popular in? Chemistry, biology or physics? It's physics. Who created the first nuclear reactor? Robert Oppenheimer, Enrico Fermi or Heinrich Hertz? Enrico Fermi. What type of Nobel Award was received by Henri Becquerel? Literature, physics or economics? Physics. In what piece was the Land of Hope and Glory derived from? Pomp and Circumstance, Grand Aida March or Turkish March? Pomp and Circumstance. What is the fear of being cold? Frigophobia, archophobia or phonophobia? Frigophobia. Which of the following is a work by Fyodor Dostoevsky? The Wind in the Willows, Crime and Punishment or Scoop? It's Crime and Punishment. What is Albuquerque? A state, a city, or a country? It's a city. Who gave the forbidden fruit to Adam? Myra, Eve, or Abel? It was Eve. What are the diastolic and systolic measures pertain to? Blood pressure, blood glucose, or blood tenacity? Blood pressure. What is the heaviest naturally occurring element? Aluminium, plutonium, or uranium? Uranium. In basketball, what team in the NBA first garnered a score from a three-point shot? Chicago Bulls, Dallas Mavericks, or Boston Celtics? Boston Celtics. What civilization was ruled by Akhenaten? Assyria, Egypt, or Babylonia? Egypt. What is considered the most primitive musical instrument? Drums, flute, or guitar? It's the flute. Which of the following is a song by Bill Haley and his Comets? Ragnarok is Near, Rock Around the Clock, or Midnight Cries? Rock Around the Clock. What is autosarcophagy? Self-mutilation, self-cannibalism, or self-pity? Self-cannibalism. What countries are being separated by the Tsushima Strait? China and Taiwan, Japan and Korea, or Japan and China? Japan and Korea. What is considered as the deadliest battle of the American Civil War? Battle of Gettysburg, First Battle of Bull Run, or Battle of Antietam? Battle of Gettysburg. What is the civilization in which Sophocles lives? Greek, Roman, or Egyptian? It's Greek. What is a trebuchet? A catapult, a blade, or a gate? It's a catapult. Which of these is not a book in the Bible? Exodus, Malachi, or Zerubbabel? Zerubbabel. What historical period coincided with the Vietnam War? The Cold War, the Gulf War, or the Second World War? The Cold War. In China, hukou pertains to what? Household registration system, employment granting program, or socialist housing support? It's household registration system. Which of these pieces was from Tchaikovsky? Waltz of Potatoes, Waltz of Flowers, or Waltz of the Little Pigeons? The Waltz of Flowers. In chess, what piece has a value equivalent to infinity but has the power of just 3 pawns? Queen, king, or knight? It's the king. In statistics, the square root of the variance is called what? Standard deviation, quartile measurement, or weighted mean? Standard deviation. What is the nationality of the man that recorded the lowest note produced by a human? Russian, German, or American? He was American. What is the hardest mineral? Diamond, quartz, or topaz? It's a diamond. What did King Solomon order to cut in halves? A kingdom, a bread, or a baby? It was a baby. What is the term for the number of arrangements of objects where order is not important? Permutation, combination, or stipulation? Combination. In which state is the city of Tulsa located? Nevada, Rhode Island, or Oklahoma? It's Oklahoma. If you toss a fair-sided die, what is the probability of getting a multiple of 5? 1 out of 3, 1 out of 6, or 1 out of 2? 1 out of 6. What is the field of study where stars and other celestial bodies are used to predict human fate? Cosmology, astrology, or phrenology? Astrology. How many major types of rocks are there? 1, 2, or 3? It's 3. Which of the following is a part of the water cycle? Hydration, rotation, or transpiration? It's transpiration. What was Bobby Fischer's cause of death? Dementia, kidney failure, or pneumonia? It was kidney failure. In what country Vedic maths originated? Saudi Arabia, India, or Lebanon? India. Which of these countries was named after a monarch? Great Britain, Philippines, or Singapore? Philippines. In algebra, an expression with more than 3 terms is referred to as synomial, multinomial, or agronomial. Multinomial. In Norse mythology, who is Aesir, patron of warriors? Thor, Tyr, or Heimdall? Tyr. In what mythology did the goddess Isis belong to? Egyptian, Sumerian, or Norse? Egyptian. What is the time signature of a mazurka piece? 1/6, 3/4 or 6/7? 3/4. What Shakespearean play is also known as the Thane of Glamis? Hamlet, Nerine or Macbeth? Macbeth. Are you allowed to say that twice? It is said that Mozart loves to play this when writing his symphonies. What game is this? Chess, billiards or baccarat? Billiards. Which of these works is by Tchaikovsky? The Nutcracker, The Godmother or the Turkish March? The Nutcracker. What city is believed to be the one that reached a 1 million population first? Rome, Damascus or Jericho? Rome. What is the caste of Hindu priests? Kshatriyas, Vaishyas or Brahmin? Brahmin. How many people were served by Al Capone's free soup kitchen? 500, 1,200 or 120,000? He fed a lot, it was 120,000. Who was the scientist that discovered hydrogen? Henry Cavendish, Marie Curie or Max Planck? Henry Cavendish. Which of these phases of matter has the strongest intermolecular forces? Solid, liquid or gas? It's solid. Who is the biblical character in the New Testament that ate locusts in the desert? John the Baptist, Paul or Jesus? It's John the Baptist. In tennis, what is the name of the left side of the court of each player? Ad, odd or nano? It's ad. What element was Captain America's shield made of? Vibranium, tellurium or plutonium? Vibranium. What kingdom was ruled by Egbert? Northumbria, Wessex or Mercia? Wessex. Xerxes I is king of what empire? Persian, Assyrian or Babylonian? Persian. What type of music was born in New Orleans? Rock and roll, jazz or K-pop? It's jazz. Can you see them doing K-pop in New Orleans? Ella Fitzgerald was regarded as the queen of what musical genre? Jazz, classical or hip-hop? Jazz. How many prime numbers are there from 1 to 100? 32, 25 or 15? Are you working it out? It's 25. What term pertains to having multiple romantic partners? Binogamy, polygamy, or multigamy? Polygamy. What is the name of the film that is the sole seller in a market? Firm that is a sole seller in a market. Monopoly, oligopoly, or monopoly? A monopoly. Prospero is a character of what Shakespearean play? The Tempest, Merchant of Venice, or, am I allowed to say it 3 times? Macbeth. It's The Tempest. Who is the narrator in the movie Moby Dick? Ishmael, Captain Ahab, or Elijah? It's Ishmael. In what historical period were blood banks first used? Napoleonic Wars, World War I, or World War II? World War I. What dynasty was overthrown by the Iranian Revolution? Shah, Uriya, or Kenya? It's Kenya. In what year was the start of the Chinese Civil War? 1901, 1927, or 1941? 1927. Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam gained independence from what country in 1954? France, Switzerland, or Nepal? It's Nepal. In what type of water are hurricanes formed in? Cold, warm, or lukewarm? It's warm. In what year was Johnny Cash's album Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison recorded? 1977, 1969, or 1954? 1969. Who is the rapper that goes by the alter ego Slim Shady? Eminem, Mr. Dre, or Tupac Shakur? Eminem. Where is the US Library of Congress located? Washington, Massachusetts, or New York? It's Washington. Who served as the second United States President? John Adams, Abraham Lincoln, or Thomas Jefferson? John Adams. The term society comes from what language? French, German, or Italian? It's French. What type of leaves were used by Adam and Eve to hide their genitals? Fig, palm, or olive? Fig. I believe olive leaves are only little. In what civilization did Marcos Cicero live in? Roman, Egyptian, or Greek? It's Roman. What is the study of history as an academic discipline? Historiography, histology, or historiology? Historiography. What type of literature is Homer's Odyssey? A poem, a play, or a novel? It's a poem. What pertains to the cycle of rebirth and death in most Indian religions? Pakshani, Nirvana, or Samsara? Samsara. What do you call those unestablished words for the non-native group of people? Endonym, exonym, or illysm? Exonym. What country is called Armenia in Spanish or Niemcy in Polish? Russia, Germany, or Israel? Germany. What country has an endonym of Zohonugu? Japan, Korea, or China? China. In which continent is Andorra located? Africa, Asia, or Europe? Europe. 10 to go. I hope you're adding up your scores. Charles Babbage is usually known as what? Father of computer, father of microbiology, or father of fast food? Father of computer. After millions, next is billions, but what comes next to billions? Octillion, trillion, or quadrillion? It's trillion. How many heads does the cerebus have? 1, 2, or 3? 3. What shade of colour is a periwinkle? Red, purple, or yellow? It's purple. In which US state is Area 51 located? Nevada, California, or Alaska? It's Nevada. What gets wetter the more it dries? Towel, candle, or water? It's a towel. Bit of a riddle for 96. What country has a capital city called Lisbon? Spain, Portugal, or Lebanon? Portugal. Which of these keyboard shortcuts can you use to open your computer's task manager? Control-Alt-Delete, Control-Alt-C, or Control-Alt-Enter? Control-Alt-Delete. What insect is known as a papillon in French? Spider, butterfly, or cockroach? It's a butterfly. Who is the female actress whose real name is Norma Mortensen? Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn, or Grace Kelly? Of course, it's Marilyn Monroe. So, how was your general knowledge today? Drop your score in the comments below, and of course like and subscribe so you get notified every time we post a new quiz. And join us next time on Quiz Time.